The Scramjet, a significantly fun vehicle, until you land in an unsuspecting homeowner's private pool. Which, I know that we've all done because this car is like a magnet to water. But, what are the chances we always land in a pool? How many pools are there in GTA 5? And who would take the time to answer such meaningless 257? There are 257 swimming pools in GTA 5. I've realized in post that it may appear I missed some pools. That's because there are some pools that I counted as one that others online may have counted separately. I address this again later in the video. The worst pools in the game tend to have something in common, starting with the unmotivated motel. This pool, as you can see, lacks any water. Though it's a good size, I really struggle to call this a good swimming pool because it doesn't have any water. In 255th and 256th are these two pits located in Davis. Both aren't very accessible and have tetanus-ridden ladders. Swimming here, even with water, would be asking for trouble. Now these homeowners made the worst decision you can make when having a pool. They decided to fill in their hot tub with dirt. I guess if you add water you get a mud bath, but why would you even do that in the first place? This pool has a great view, but it appears that they've attempted to winterize it, which is interesting considering it only snows here 2 weeks of the entire year. This one has beautiful scenery, but they must have just needed a pool and not actually wanted one, because this shit looks like it's been built for Stuart Little. Now this pool is what I call the Mile High Swim Club, because it's also been under construction for the better part of 10 years. Hey, where'd the water go? This pool also doesn't have any water, but at least it's trying to look the part. I swear, this pool never got any sun for a majority of the day, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a colder pool, but you'll never get a sunburn. This is one of those pools where I could picture a house party scene gone wrong. You know, like throwing that dude Griffin through the glass into the pool. He had it coming. This pool would have been better as a koi pond. And to be honest, I thought this was a trampoline and was disappointed that it wasn't. The only thing this pool is good for is being a landing pad for the motel stunt jump at this location, and it's not even very good at that. I call this one the pot of gold because it made me think of a leprechaun. Don't ask me why. The next 6 pools are all the same kind of horrible shape. I've called them pairs, and I don't really like any of them, so they ended up kind of all being clumped together. See, they're all the same. This one is tucked away, and it has a lot of glass, but it's really just a pool. Someone here just took the Minecraft chunk borders and made a pool. Pool? Pool with shade. Now this is just a rectangle in a rectangle in a rectangle. There's so many corners. This is the old man's exercise pool. I could just see my neighbor Walter swimming in his Speedo, and now I want to unsee that. Hey, do you want some grass with your linoleum-lined pool? Tucked away in Vespucci, this pool always happens to swallow my car, even if it's not the Scramjet. I only ever go near this kiddie pool if I'm doing that one payphone assassination mission. They really just wanted their pool isolated from the house. No back door, no walkway, and no easy access. See, now your property would have benefit from a slightly larger pool. Now this one made me think of a sunny side up egg with a runny yolk. This could honestly just be a rain catcher and it would get a better score. This is just this. Change my mind. Meh. Who's ready to swim laps? Cause that's all you're gonna be doing here. This one is nice, but trust me when I say the view isn't. This one just looks like the house really wants to drink it. This pool reminds me of that meme of the kid drowning. Yeah, that one. Thanks, Kyle. This is a glorified hot tub that isn't a hot or a tub, and this one is just a carbon copy of that one. I can just imagine someone's child going to jump into this crystal clear water and making this noise when they land. This one has a bulletin board if you want to post bulletins for your guests. Lost dog, maybe? I don't know. This has to be the worst shape for a pool in the history of pools. And you want to know the worst part? There's 3 more of them! He likes them big. He likes them chunky. If Christmas was a swimming pool, then this one would make me the Grinch. This one feels like a good place to drink wine and fall into a depressive alcoholic spiral as a single housewife with 3 kids. Now here we have 3 pools in a line located in a city alleyway. So they're all noisy, dirty, and not ideal for relaxation. In 203rd place is our first jacuzzi. Size-wise, it's quite bland, but man, it has those jets and you just... Hey, are you still watching? Because I think this pool is. Looks like an eyeball. Another pool for swimming laps. Really short laps. This one reminds me of someone trying to point towards something while wearing mittens, and now you'll never unsee it. This just looks like a giant folded leaf. The house and pool really complement each other here, but they're not great. There's a lot of browns and a lot of tans here. See, it feels like this house is holding the pool in a warm embrace, yet there's no hot tub, so it's still just cold. Finally, an infinity pool, yet it lacks a lot of accessibility and open sides, and it's horrible for parties. 3 things happen here: a jump, a miss, and some pretty hefty hospital bills. Wait, are we in Italy? Because this is giving me Italy. This motel sucks, but its pool really does sell rooms. A nice hot tub with a nice view, and that's about it. I feel like this pool is very fenced in. Claustrophobic much? I looked at this one for 2 seconds and thought of a cyst, so it didn't score well. This one has a building on top of some water, or maybe it's a moat, but a pool? Barely. Boring! This is just a blob on the map. Like, did somebody spill something? This one is just standard, but I'd be happy to have this as a pool. Oh god, another one of these. Can't forget about the Alamo half pipe. It's not very clean, but could be a good pool if someone actually put in the effort. This reminds me of the pools on the yachts, if it was on a yacht. That's a nice little boardwalk you got there. This pool looks very peaceful, but also being surrounded by grass, you're definitely getting some grass clippings in the pool every single day. This one just looks like one of those temperature guns. This one reminds me of the street signs in my hometown, which is cool. I know it's the wrong shape, but it still makes me think of a SIM card for your phone. Now this just looks like a small prison complex, so let's just call it a poolitentiary. Homeowner wanted a Pentagon. Unfortunately, the builder never passed 2nd grade geometry. Now this motel in Paleto Bay has a lot of potential. However, it's missing a few key measures. Like, I don't know, water? This one belongs to a snarky lady named Stacy, who just does not let her kids in the pool. The pool is a no kids zone. Really sucks because her 26-year-old son, who still lives in the basement, still can't go for a dip. Is this Nevada? Some pools have diving boards. This one has a land board, since you can jump right from the grass. Now, these next two, I just have one thing to say. It's a pool. It's another pool. And the one after that isn't much better. But it's a house pool. Big, bold B without the center bevels. Sometimes I really can't tell if these are just small pools or big hot tubs. Now this is where all the grannies go to swim laps. It's also located near the hospital, just in case. Now this downtown pool feels extremely exposed. Like there could be so many eyes watching what you do. Here's a question. What's that little barrier even doing for you? I feel like the designers really dropped the ball on this one. There's just so much extra space. 2-story cannonball, anyone? Just make sure you don't hit the deck. Now, these tall fences almost look climbable, and I'm sure some kids could make the jump to the pool. Seated in this horseshoe-shaped house is another quaint little pool. A view from the pool? Absolutely not. I don't want to see the city skyline while I swim. Now, this one just feels very picturesque, like it would make a really good magazine cover or porn scene opener, you know? Now, this is a good place for an unhinged college pool party. Now, this may look like Michael's pool, but it's not, okay? NASCAR turns, that's the vibe. Now, we're finally moving in to the top 150 pools. Yeah, it's been a long one, so I'll try to keep the next 50 relatively short and sweet. Computer motherboard, Mirror Koozie in Mirror Park. Just let your legs dangle in the water. I'm sure this won't lead to a landslide water slide in the future. Why is that little jet out even there? Honestly, I'm just tired of looking at pools at this point. That balcony looks mighty jumpable. However, this high-rise could lead to a high dive as well. Here's a pool with a side of gravel for you. Ah, I see you have a hot tub. Why is it bloody empty? Elgin Pool isn't very elegant. Now this just makes me think of the word duality. I don't know why. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no water in it. This just looks like a geometric toboggan. Now I heard the dog isn't allowed upstairs, which means it probably doesn't even know there's a pool here. Now don't sit on the grass below if you don't want your ass splashed from above. This was built on a slant. This seems tucked away, but the road is right there and there's no view. Another mountainside yacht style. This is your standard motel pool. Is that the Millennium Poolkin? Long and boring. This feels like a cheap jacuzzi for the Vinewood area. This pool just loves hugging the mountain. It also feels tucked away, but they have a net for catching rocks from the road, so that's good. Yes, a moat of gravel will protect the pool. This one has a weirdly wide ladder, just like really wide. Does this count as a bridge, a walkway, or a dam? The angle may be off-putting, but the views make up for it. This gives off speed train vibes. Is SecuroServe sponsored a swimming pool? This design was made for a resort, but it was rejected and this place took it instead. A nice little isolated hot tub, it isn't bad. Is it sex in the city or sex and the city? Das ist gut, yeah? This definitely increased the value of the house. Idaho? Give this man some water. They cut some corners here. Well, one corner. Right there. Look at that view. Too bad the pool's so basic. This one was built to fit for sure. This one's just boxed like a fish. This one just screams deep slate from Minecraft. Ah, another place to swim laps. This time for the young housewife with the rich 60-year-old husband. Okay, so in places 109th to 101st is the section of pools I just called basic. All the same design, which isn't bad, but isn't the best either. So here's the rest of those. As we break into the top 100, I'll ask you this. Do you want $10 million in GTA 5 for absolutely free? Well, to celebrate 10,000 subs, I'm doing the 10 mil for 10k giveaway. And all you need to do is click the link in the description or scan this QR code to enter. Bonus points if you subscribe to my editor, Kyle. In 100th place is Arch of the Covenant. Ain't no deck for the swimless as we bring our kids to drown. I wrote that myself. Hey, do you want some pool with your yard? This is probably the best view so far, but the traffic is so noisy. This one is kind of symmetrical. Hey, so is this one, just more open. Do you plan to run a marathon to get to that hot tub? This belongs to this guy. Trust me. This is just Nevada if it was like stretched out. Nice little jacuzzi with a board walk. This is a very industrialized backyard. Are you trying to make it feel like a prison or a college dorm? Finally, a pool with a sloped and gradual entry. This should be more standard. Egg. I really like the wraparound staircase on this one, and it's a good size too. First pool to have blinds in case you've needed them. Just another one at an angle, but it really did add to the backyard. I've accidentally driven my car into this pool far too many times. Surround steps. It's like surround sound, but with steps. But that is better than this one, which has railings but no steps at all. Another jet-powered jacuzzi with a view, and a weird smell. Infinity pools are fun, but by the end of this video, I'm gonna have a phobia of water. Hey, look at the couch! Let's go couch surfing. Another wide staircase. Wait, what are you doing here? You don't have any water. This entire pool is shallower than Kevin Hart's waist. What a waste. Now I counted these ones together, but it's kind of a two-for-one with a nice view, no ladders, no seats, and little sun. Lame. As mentioned previously, this is one of the examples that may throw off my count from others online. Nice sloped infinity pool. Again. But is that supposed to be a hot tub? Hey, look at the fun rocks. Honestly, not sure why they shaped it like that. Across from the golf course is a dangerous place for a pool, so let's just call it a water trap instead. Oh my god, put some water in your hot tubs, goddammit! Slap a white picket fence and some AKs back here, and you've got yourself the American dream! This is a pool shaped like a heart! How sweet! I named this one Offset Oval. Well, it's not a full marathon, but they're still running half a marathon to get to that fucking hot tub. They got that quarry mining design. 5-star resort turned 1-star real quick. Get some water in your pools! Now this one is the queen bed of pools. Basic, not large, but not small either. It looks like a bean with the side of pea, but don't pee in the pool. You don't need Arch text in MS Paint? Yeah, that's this. Look, it's our first waterfall. It's just turned off all the time. This one is very secluded, but it is really nice, isn't it? Hey, look, a saw knot. Fix your shit. Now remember when I said Paleto Bay had potential? Well, here's the same design without the hot tub. And see, it works. If the pool is heated, is it a hot tub or a hot pool? Now, I'm sure this is going to be a nice pool, but it'll never see completion. Here's another pool with that random cutout, but at least this one has a hot tub. Ah, this pool's got the goddamn backboard. Ah, this one's just The Sims. Remove the ladder, and the Grim Reaper is going to show up in like a matter of minutes. This one has a one-of-a-kind slantangle shape, which is interesting. Now tell me this doesn't remind you of Russian stacking dolls. Okay, and now things start to get serious with the top 50 pools in GTA 5. Starting with pools like this, which are pretty, like it's giving me Flower Blossom vibes. Now this pool may not be any deeper than the others, but its color sure makes it look deep. Hey, look, it's the Chevy logo that one commenter kept mentioning. Now this has to be the best view from any pool in the game. You can see the whole city. Wait, hold. The Tongva Hills mansion might be giving that a run for its money. Look at that. And back to no views and shallow pools. Why did I score this higher? I think this hot tub has been ostracized from the pool. Now tell me this isn't just a do not disturb sign from a hotel. This is the funkiest shape yet, and I'm calling it Cloud 9. Now this pool is nice, but isn't a tub supposed to hold more than one person? In 40th through 38th are the yacht hot tubs. In order from cheapest to most expensive, they each have beautiful views and actually allow you to sit down, which is a bonus. And they automatically remove all your clothes when you get in, which feels like a violation of my privacy. The Infinifalls. This seems like a wonderful place to relax, but I wish it had a hot tub. Tennis, pool, hot tub, repeat. This is a fun design. Let's name it Marco. I like the idea of the hot tub water falling into the pool. Sitting under that would be so relaxing. Ah, curved pool with an infinity wall. I see you've got taste. This feels like a good backsplash. Get it? And this is just a fill in the blank that includes a superscript. Come on, this could have been an infinity pool. Where's the spillway at? Hey, the fun design is back. This time I'm gonna name it Polo. I love how accessible this pool is. There's so many ways in and out. Okay, fine. Since the fun design is back, yes, I was making a Marco Polo joke. I feel like the palm tree parade makes the pool feel very, very small. Hey, it's another balcony that might have diving board potential, but would it be too risky? Now here's the look at the Paleto Bay pool design, but being put to good use. But it does look a little dirty. Ah, there we go! So much better when it's clean. Did somebody say yoga? Now this is a 3-for-1 deal. Hot tub, pool, and whatever that shallow thing is down there. I call this one the 2-tier tally-ho. Whoa, hold up. I didn't think the Paleto design could get any better, but here we are. This house's blue trim is really distracting. What was I ranking again? Ah, yeah, swimming pools. And this one exists. Seems like it might have a good personality. Okay, we can finally start pumping the brakes and slowing it down and actually start evaluating these as we break in to the top 16. Here we have the central tub pool, which is a quiet location and checks all the boxes. With the exception of extra design features. This pool could really use a ladder or something. In 15th place is the carbon footprint. I mean, it's a glorious pool that probably triples the value of this rundown home, but all it really needs is a better view. Up near Lake Vinewood, this largely oversized pool has plenty of space for patrons and deep enough to dive into. Though the hot tub really could use an upgrade, the pool itself has very few flaws. The only problem with this hotel's pool area is how busy it can get. Accessible for hotel guests only, this pool is very private. Yet the hotel does have a lot of guests, which can lead to crowding, especially given the size of that hot tub. Sneaking into 12th is this waterless pool, which has a gorgeous design and a heart-shaped hot tub. Given the heart and the arching nature, it felt fitting to name it Royal Flush. However, with the lack of water, really makes it a royal flop. This pool could have been one of the best, but it too lacks any water. If it was filled with water and had the dual hot tubs with a little waterfall stream, the pool would make a very desirable pool to own and visit. And 10th place goes to Franklin's pool. Wait, this isn't Franklin's pool. It's a copycat. The pool and design are the exact same, but the pool is extremely shallow, and that's just not fair. We want Franklin's pool. Aha, there we go, the Clinton household. A deeper pool with plenty of seating, activities, and an amazing view. What more could you ask for? This is definitely deserving of 9th place. This pool may be small, but has plenty of added features. Obviously, it has a hot tub and is unfortunately very shallow, but how could you say no to 3 waterfall attractions and a poolside kitchen for aquatic spaghetti? Actually, that would be a horrible idea. What am I thinking? This pool is a bit larger and one of the only private pools to have water features. Being deep enough to dive into, it beats out the others with ease. I named 6th place Cabana Unana because of its large poolside cabana. However, the pool is shallow, the tub is small, and the views are subpar, leaving it out of the top 5. Now the top 5 pools are by far the best, starting with the Diamond Casino Resort's Rooftop Infinity Pool, which features both shallow and deep sections, as well as a somewhat gradual entrance, which is quite rare in this game. 4th takes us away from the mainland and to El Rubio's compound, which has a good view, a great sized hot tub, and its only major downfall was the In 3rd is the Jetty, which is a very large pool, but ended up being much shallower than it appears, which really hurts its score. It also has a heavy risk of falling debris due to the stunt jump up above. Second place is probably a fan favorite that many of you have been waiting for. And it's the Playboy Mansion. Having lots of space and an entire cave featuring a hot tub, this is definitely one for the record books. I mean, look at all the water features connected to the pool. And finally, in first place is this magnificent... Wait, what? Oh, shit. It would appear that I missed 2 pools in post. Looking at them, let's throw them... between 150th and 200th? Well, that was bound to happen. With that many pools in the game, I probably still missed some other ones. So if you know of any, let me know in the comments below. Without further ado, the number 1 pool in the game is very similar to one we've previously seen, and it's the Beachfront Resort Oasis. It's just a better version of the jetty. It's deeper, has better views, it's cleaner, and it has a poolside bar and no risk of falling glass. Bonus fact, there are almost 2 times more pools than there are islands in GTA 5. But if you want to know which island is the best, you can click that video right there, because I ranked those over a year ago. Hard to believe there's 136 of them, isn't it?